morning, YouTube. Trying to get situated since I'm not on since I'm not on my dedicated route anymore. I got to pick up loads and whatnot. I just happen to pick up when it's time for me to go live. That's why I changed the minutes, the times, and everything. Good morning, welcome in. But it's like getting back on the bike. You know how to ride it. You just gotta rebalance yourself. I'm leaving a Walmart right now. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm leaving a Walmart right now and getting ready to get on the highway, the highways and byways. But yesterday I dropped the load. I dropped the load off. I see there was a fellow trucker. I don't know if she's still here. Good morning, Urban. Good morning, Bayou. Good morning, everybody. Um, there's the crazy thing about driving an 18 wheeler is you have to trust in your GPS. You have to trust in the fact that the company um, gave you the right directions. Well, yesterday I wound up um, back up in the back country in Mississippi on some backwoods country road. It took me 20, 30 miles to get out of there because there was no place to turn around, and that wasn't where it's supposed to. So I had to hit the Google button. And, I was like, you know what? I've been through this so many times. I should know better, but, I didn't. And, it you just get nervous. I seen one sign said dead end, and I'm like, oh, please, please, for the love of God, no. And it wasn't. I guess it meant an, in a different direction. What the? Hold on. Hold on. Something don't sound right. Something don't sound right. Sorry, guys. As, as, a, as a driver, you certain sounds alert you to certain things, and I swore I heard flat tire. And I had to get out and just double check it. Sorry about that. But let's get to the conversation. And I'm gonna start this conversation off with telling the story. Got a million of them. Well, some 20 or 30 years ago, my father started a business selling used tires. Because you know how we are. Uh, a tire nowadays is a hundred and some change. I just had to put on a daggone credit card one of my tires. It was $150 freaking dollars. My wife's tires, they're around $300. It's a high end tire on off and an off size. It's really weird. But and I have to go. I have to, and I hate, because I have been checking myself lately, but this is going to be a black and white thing for just a moment. Um, my father started selling these tires, these used tires with a 30-day guarantee. So if you blow out your tire, bring it back. We'll put you in. We'll give you another tire free of charge. So he'd been doing this for years. And when you get and when you're dealing with, ninjas, I say, let me say it like that. When you're dealing with ninjas and black folks, it's this old saying. I know I'm going to go off the deep end here, but it's just like this old saying where you've got three guys selling hot dogs. An Asian man selling hot dogs. Oh, thank you, Mr. Chen, for $5. Um, a white guy selling hot dogs for specialty hot dogs for 17.50. Then the black man come along and sell the hot dogs for $3. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? I could get this. I could get this for. I could get 3 packs for this price. I'm not paying this. But you just went to the Asian guy and you bought it. You went to the Caucasian guy and bought it. But you see an African American trying to sell something, you got to give them some beef. And I understand what happened with my father. Everybody, because he literally bought the used tire for $6 and sold it for 40. He's making a killing, and he got to do all kind of stuff before he passed because of this. But in the latter years, his business started dying. It's because literally he ran everybody off. He ran all of his customers off. And why I say that? Because they would come, what? I used tires $40. What? What are you talking about? I'm not paying that. I'll give you $10. And my father wasn't the type of person. And he was like, I know, no, F-bomb this, F-bomb that, F you, get the heck off my property. And what I would have did, knowing that I only paid $6 for the tire. I would set a limit of how low I can go. I'll give it to you for 20, but you don't get a warranty with it. $40, you get a 30-day warranty or 60-day warranty or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? And you had people, and they do it now. Nowadays, they do it. You can go to any tire shop, they'll come out, air up your tires. But he was like, nah, I got to pay for the electricity or the gas to start that pump every time you want to get some air. Instead of, treating this person like thinking you was going to be a future customer, I'm going to charge you $1. And, it slowly but surely, his business faded away. It's because of the customer service. And just like anything else, even some of these police officers, they get on the road, they start out wanting to protect and serve, but then they deal with so many of our people, and I got our people, because I don't know about anybody else, because there's just as much Asians, Mexicans, and white folks in the jails as us. But they are pushed into our areas, and so many of these cops are numb to the fact that there might actually be innocent black folks. See, when you do something for so long and you need a change up, you get so numb to the fact, just like when you go to the, you go to the DMV, excuse me, I have a question. Yes, stand in that line. Get in that time. And it's always, because they done did it for 40 years, they don't give a flipping F. Or you go to the post office. Next. They don't care. And people nowadays, before, when we were growing up, you didn't have all this social media. You didn't have all of this, ways to complain and put people on blast. You didn't have all that. and you had to accept it. Well, this is all I could afford. And people have had enough. Well, there's a young man on, better yet, before I even bring his name and bring him up. Before that, let's talk about this. If y'all looked at my thumbnail, that thumbnail, I learned by going to the Asian market. I don't know how much it is now. It's probably like two and some change. I could buy a whole loin of a T-bone steak loin and cut it up myself. But I don't have the bandsaw, so I've had to use cleavers, a hacksaw. But literally, I've cut big behind T-bone steaks, the size of which, if you went to a steakhouse, you literally could get something. You literally be paying $120 for that steak, and that you see in that picture. We get to this point where when people come home and they give them free food, oh man, you throw down, you put your foot at it. You were so awesome. You need to open up a restaurant. We have people thinking because they can cook something, or with their heavy set. Oh yeah, the best cooks are fat because they like to eat. No, we just like to eat. We don't give a flip if it tastes good or not. But we listen to the hype, and it gets to the point where we think we know how to cook. What do you mean by that? Well, I didn't always want to be a truck driver. I went to culinary school for a short period of time and didn't have to leave. Another story in itself. But I had to come to the realization that I can't do squat, because there's people that can cook a whole lot better than me. There's a whole lot more to the process of seasoning food, the process of presentation, the process of selling it, the process of hiring employees, the process of buying equipment, the process of paying the electric bill, the water bill, the sanitation bill, paying our waitresses and waiters and bus boys and managers, the process of doing all that. But we think we can open up a joint and we just gonna make a killing. Where? That situation has arisen. And I didn't know it, but Keith Lee, I don't know if you guys know about this young man. Nicest guy. You can see by his videos, he's really genuine. Nice guy. He has certain syndromes. I didn't do too much homework on the man. That certain things, he really doesn't like crowds. He doesn't like certain textures and certain things. He was an MMA fighter. And this is how we do. When someone has done something right, they try to tear him down. One of these black websites trying to question his masculinity. The guy was a freaking MMA fighter because he teared up. He loves his wife. They treat each other good. He has a child. He does these videos sitting in his child's seat. It's the cutest thing in the world. And he starts out his videos with, I don't mean no maliciousness to this. And he helps struggling restaurants. Now, the big restaurants, no, they need to pay him. But the struggling restaurants, he goes around and helps. He says, I've tried this. I bought this. I paid this amount of money, and he tips good. When you see Keith Lee come in, he's tipping good. When you show that respect, and you show that customer service. If you are in the business of customer service, by golly, gee whiz, have customer service. Do you see what I'm saying? And this guy started real low. I think it's like at 2 million. He's at like freaking 2 million followers. So when he comes into town, because normally he just hangs, normally his home base is Las Vegas. But then he goes back to certain areas. I think he went to Detroit and Los Angeles, because Las Vegas and Los Angeles, you can get up. It's not as far as we think. And let's rate it. He rates it 1 to 10, and God forbid if he gives a 10. But the fact is, this guy, when he rates you, it's better than getting a Michelin star, for peace sake. And what do you mean by Michelin star? That's a thing where you get rated, and for the quality, the high quality of food, he comes back. He'll come back 24 hours and you'll see a line out the door. People flying in from all over the freaking world to try something that Keith Lee gave a 10 or an 8 or a 9. When he grabs that food and you hear that bass in the background, boom, oh crap, and you see his eyes roll up in the back of his head, you done hit pay dirt. You freaking hit pay dirt, because Keith Lee has approved your food. And it makes you want to go, well, I want to go there. I want to try there. And he starts out with there's a reason I'm saying all this. He starts out with, wonderful customer service, because the people are trying to get, to get people to come to buy their food. Wonderful service. They come out and they thank you. Half the people don't even know who he is. You guys probably don't know who he is, but check him out on Twitter. But when he comes, he normally he'll send his wife, he send his sister or a family member to come in there. He'll call it in, and then he has saved. The guy saved restaurants from going under. People have been in tears. This one Italian dude, he said, all I wanted to do was open up a pizzeria. All I wanted to do, was serve people. And all I wanted to do, and I'm about to shut my doors. And it done got to the point where he's got an area, because people just fly in. They don't even go to the hotel. They bring their suitcase. He got a suitcase area where you can leave your stuff and sit down and eat. It's called the Keith Lee effect. And this man travels all over the daggone country to check out food. I mean, he just started. He did, and there was one place where he literally, it was an Asian dude, where he literally right after he opened up found out he had throat cancer. And because of Keith Lee, he raised $30,000 to help out Pops with the throat cancer. So this guy did something that we don't even think about doing, and helps people that can cook, and helps people that have customer service, and helps people that have the right frame of mind. You see what I'm saying? The right frame of mind. But And here we go now. We come. This man done flew into Atlanta. And I'm from guys. I'm from Atlanta. No, I mean I live there. But I'm from Long Island, New York. He done flew into Atlanta, and these freaking idiots done lost their natural born mind. He went to this one place where it's a breakfast place, with breakfast sandwiches and breakfast this and breakfast that. So guess what you normally need when you serving breakfast? You give out butter or margarine, or I can't believe it's not butter, or canola oil or avocado oil or something as a side. Do you know these ninjas had the nerve to charge? They had it was like a waffle sandwich, a waffle. He had French toast, and it wasn't even soaked all the way through. He said that you could see that the middle of that is bread, and it's not even soaked all the way through. And they charge him $1 for a little scoop of butter, for a little scoop of butter, and you're a breakfast plate. Now, if you in the restaurant industry, if you are African American, if you selling soul food, if you're doing anything like that, if your minority behind self don't know how to cook, don't know how to have customer service, you need to close your dang on doors. Because you're an embarrassment to Southern cooking. You guys are freaking pitiful. That man gave them one of the things he gave a freaking 2 or 4 or something like that. And I'm saying this to say that, and he went to one place. You couldn't call your order in. It's telling you something. Y'all don't want to make no money. You couldn't call your order in. They don't want to make no money. Oh no, you gotta go through DoorDash. So he went through DoorDash. And guess what? DoorDash said they were closed. But he's standing right in front of DoorDash. No, he's standing right in front of the door, and the door wide open. And he walk in there, and there's people eating. They say, oh no, we closed. Even because he sent someone else in there. So he walks in there. And somebody recognizes him and then wants to make him free food. Oh, he was like, oh, no, thank you. He's not, you could tell he's a real nice guy. You could tell. And he's like, no, thank you. I don't need it now. You treat me like you treat everybody else. And to top it off, he went to this one other restaurant where they had all of this. This is how we do each other. Instead of you having high quality service as an African American restaurant, instead of you having high quality, I don't know if this is black or white, but I'm picking on my people. Instead of you having high quality service and treating people, because guess what? When the waitress treats them people right, they tip. When you don't treat them right, they don't tip. Don't think you're going to get one. He went into one place where the lady said the rules are the rules. We got to take all your orders at once. We can't split it up because he had 2 of his family members. They had to go take care of something. They'd be right back. No, we got to do it. If we don't do it all at once and we'll take the water drinks at once, we don't do it. Or if you want to add on something like, say, I see what they have over there. Could I get that also? It's a wrap. They're not taking your order. What kind of cockamamie mess is that? I know the customer ain't always right, but the customer needs to be treated like the customer. if you want their money. Anybody else would be cussing you out in a different language, but be smiling. I'm going, yeah, yeah. They be smiling in your face, like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this crap you doing. Give me your money because you paying for my child's education. You paying for my big house on the other side of town. You paying for my 401k. You paying, but we don't want to do that. We want to act like we done lost our dang mind, and we ain't taking that crap, and you gonna do what we say, and then you wonder why you can't have no business. And I ain't talking about some eyelash selling eyelashes in some booth or something, or braiding, or you braiding uh somebody's head because you think you a salon diva or something. We ain't talking about that. Or these basketball wives or whatever fighting each other and throwing stuff in. Yeah, we're talking legitimate restaurants that are trying to gain a customer service base. I went the other day. I mean, country. I was in North Carolina. This country behind truck stop. I had given up on eating truck stop food, but I didn't have nothing in the truck. I wasn't back in my old truck, and I sat down, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna get the catfish, and then I started seeing the stuff that was coming out of the window. And I said, what the heck is that? Oh, that's the meatloaf special, and it looked like half a cow's ass on a platter. I said, good Lord. And 2 or 3 big scoops of mashed potatoes, all this stuff I can't have, in a big old bowl of macaroni and cheese. I'm in a big old bowl. I said, Jesus. Then I remember, and I'm looking like, then I seen a salad plate come out. This is one your little, this was humongous. And I'm sitting there going, I want all that. And I'm like, but my head's screaming, you're on a diet, idiot. Leave that mess alone. But I looked in the back, I seen an African American woman. I said, I bet you she made all that mess. See, we don't realize, we think the whole world owes us every damn thing. I ain't shucking and jiving. Guess what? Everybody else shucks and jives dealing with our behind. You see what I'm saying? They were dealing with us. They shuck and jive, but they sell a product. When you sell a product that's a good product, don't just ask your mama or your daddy or your cousin, you know, find out if this is really good, if it's really worth it. You know, we're on YouTube here. We broadcast each and every one of our stories. We broadcast each and every one of our shows. We broadcast ourselves. We put it out there. This is it's a form of customer service. A lot of people ain't gonna like us. A lot of people ain't gonna like you, but you're gonna find your target audience. Your target audience is gonna want that key into you. Your target audience is gonna be the ones that come and listen and enjoy your situations. Good morning, good morning. They enjoy what you put out. They enjoy what you're serving. But I can't enjoy what you're serving if you don't know how to be humble about it. I can't enjoy what you're serving if you got so many rules. It clogs up the whole situation. And I'm saying the Keith Lee effect, but it's kind of the true thing. This guy, and he's humble. He's just telling it like it is. Nah, that wasn't good. That And these people, this your livelihood. And I had some TikTokers were like, look, it'd have been all hands on deck. Keith Lee is in town. First of all, we should be top notch anyway. But even if we're not, because we got a lot of places that they got the music blasting, DJ this and the whatever shuffle, and people is shuffling around, shaking their booty, and the food tastes like crap. Or the country in, or this fun, and the greens ain't got no seasoning in it. You see what I'm getting at here? And we call this country food. My grandmama made this. Well, your grandma need to get slapped. It don't taste good. It don't taste good. It is man. It's man. Yo, it make it. He can make and break it. The main thing about what can make and break someone is YouTube. And I remember it was some guy. It was some guy. Um, I guess he was having a hard time with somebody on a live, and he just snapped. Instead of, I don't think he had I don't think he had moderators or whatever. He just snapped and cussed it, cussed this dude out up and down. He should just stopped and blocked him. Stop, drop, and block. You know what I mean? He did. But the thing is, he didn't use smart customer service. We don't use smart customer service. We just want to be ignorant. Even when you the owner, look. I got to pay the rent in this place. I got to get everybody in here eating. Let's say if the man said it's a 5 or a 4, find out why it's at a 5 or 4. He said sometimes they say it's too salty. All right, we need to revamp this and fight him back. We need to figure it out and fight him back. But you see, we as a people, just like my father was. I say, hey, Daddy, man, you can't be talking to people like that. I can do what the fuck F and F bomb I want. And then you wonder why your business died. Because word done got out. Same thing. When word get out that you ain't a nice person, when word get out that you say you this badass cook, Atlanta, watch out. When word get out, people that been wanting to come to Atlanta for the food or whatever, they be like, man, please. Man, please. See, because I remember I did, and we talked about it yesterday about going to, taking dates on these high end places. I remember we went to Rays on the River one time, and it's Rays on the River is a high end restaurant, and you see in the thumbnail. That's why I went and started buying them there. I started buying and cut my own steaks. I had a steak smaller than the ones you see in that picture on my thumbnail. Because I cut those steaks. You see, they look like beef brontosaurus slabs. I had a steak smaller than that. That steak was burnt. They cut it up, which I don't want nobody touching my plate. They cut it up. It was burnt, crispy burnt, not just overdone, but crispy burnt. Poor service, but this is a high-end place. We need to be better and do better. If we want to have a business, we have to be above reproach. Why are you saying that? Because before they even look at your business, they looking at your color. Before they even look at what you do, they looking at you. Before you even they've already got a preconceived notion by the way you talk, by the way you walk, by the way you act. So we have to be above reproach. You have to be better than all them other folks. The wife is frustrated because she sells recruiting, and she just can't seem to find the right folks for this one guy. And I was talking to her the other day, and I'm a cheerleader. Like, you know better, you got to get it, blah blah blah. And then I had to come back and say apologize. Said I know I apologize. I should have recognized that you're frustrated. But just know this. I believe in you. I think that you're the best salesman, the best recruiter, the best manager I know because you're my wife. Hang in there, get back on this, get in that saddle, find the right people, and just tell them like it is. If you don't know, you don't know, and I'm not gonna put you there. But tell me if that you don't know, you know, because when you go there, the guy's gonna test you. Don't embarrass yourself, you know. You'll figure it out. We all will figure it out. But see, we'll change our ways. We'll shuck and jive and do that stuff when we in the white area. But when we're in your black area or we in the hood, we don't take that crap. I am doing that. Blah blah. No, you know that there's a little. I used to be a restaurant manager. There's a lot of shucking and jiving. That's why I had to. If you can't handle it, get out the kitchen. I had to let it go. I had to get out. I had to get out of the kitchen. I had one guy, and I'm nothing against the LGBTQ because that wasn't there when this story happened. He was just a gay gentleman, and he knew because everybody else let him get away with it. Because he's gay, you can do this. And I'm saying it because he looked at me and this was terrible. And I'm not paying for this. And I finally, I knew, and I recognized, and I looked at him and said, you know what? First of all, you lick the plate clean. That plate's cleaner than what my dishwasher could do. And second of all, if it was so nasty, yet why did you eat all of it? You're trying to rob me. You're trying to rob this company. So if you don't pay for this, I'm calling the cops. Because if it was so nasty, you would have knew after the first bite. Then I would have comped it and asked, would you like something else? Do you see what I'm saying? People take advantage, and But then, as a restaurant owner, we get frustrated. We get I could tell you another one. The guy sat there and lied on me. Literally, this was right in the middle of the and and trust me, I'm not gonna go there. Let me shut up. The guy said he was dying at something, but he lied on me and said that I said some horrible stuff to him, and I knew it was a black and white thing, and I literally chased him. I chased him out of the restaurant and confronted him. My manager was there, and I was in tears and yelling, "You lying ass bastard!" Because I didn't say that. Oh, you can't talk to him. He's dying. I don't give a flip what he did, but you're not going to defame my name. And all the people that I've treated right, I had brothers, and this is not against nobody else, but there was the twin brothers in that restaurant. They come in every day, and every couple of days I'd comp their meal. They always ordered steak. I always comp their meal because they was in there every day, and they were muscle bound twin brothers, big bald headed white dude, and they grabbed me and said, "Darren, no, it's not worth it." And I meant that because no, you're not going to defame my name because I care about the customers. I care about the people. I care about, I care about you. Don't use your situation to say something to me. It's not right and it's not fair. And I know I'm going off the deep end here, but I just had a flashback. But we need people in the restaurant industry and stuff like that. And I apologize if I offended anybody, but we need people to understand it's very stressful in that the restaurant industry. But these ninjas here in Atlanta, they making up rules and regulations and all this other stuff, and they're gonna run their business into the ground because the Keith Lee effect is in effect right now. I don't know if he left Atlanta right now, but he's been here and he's doing reviews, and millions of people are looking at these reviews. See, you guys don't know when you because we got a lot nothing but content creators in here. Hey, I see Bamlola. What's up, Bamlola? I, 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 I hope you're feeling better. Somebody said that you was sick or something. I heard it in another thing. We, like again, like for example, Bamlola, lawn care business. You can see the man is passionate about his business. I bet you he knows how to. Okay, I'll cut you a deal this time, but this is what my normal price is. I'll do this for you. It's called being a business owner. We laugh about it. Hey, welcome in. Tell everybody about Bam Lola. Ask neighbor, ask mother, ask father, ask their grandpa. You know, you got to be that business owner that's about selling your business. Don't be that crappy person and wonder why your business died out. And this ain't it's I'm saying this, and it sounded like I'm saying black and white, but I'm saying business owners, restaurant business owners. I was focusing on my peoples, but I mean all of y'all. Stop acting like y'all that, and you got crappy service. Stop acting like that when you're lousy service. Give good service, your stuff will grow. You see what I'm saying? If you build it, they will come. That's that baseball movie. If you build it, they will come. If you build your business, it's a lot of y'all, that's on doing YouTube. If you build your business, they will come. They will do, they will be, they will show you what you need to see. And take constructive criticism as long as it's constructive. You see what I'm saying? As long as it's constructive, take constructive criticism. Like yesterday, I stopped for the night and I was doing. There was a Kabuto dealership across the street, and instead of me, because no, look, I'm in Mississippi. M-I, crooked letter I. I might not look like it. I look like I look like a biker, an old ass biker, an old ass biker wannabe. But I am African American. So out of respect, I walked in the building because I don't want to get shot and I don't want to get killed for looking at lawnmowers and enjoying myself. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am. Is it okay if I look at your lawnmowers? I am a lawnmower nut. I love lawnmowers. I have a little YouTube channel. I videotape it, and I just wanted to know if it was okay if I could videotape your lawnmower." "Oh, sure, have at it." Not doing, but I know that I'm still African American. I'm sorry, it's got to come out. And I'm not saying everybody. No, I'm just being proactive. So you don't come out here and try to sell me. One of the lawnmowers I was looking at is $19,000, and I'm not even surprised. I knew it was heavy. It was a big old diesel. This sucker was bad. I'm like, Mama, can I have it? But I know I can't. But this is something from Bamanola. I know you love this dang old thing. It was a big old Kubota, 60 inch. But I said all that to say this: if you're gonna have a business, cater to everybody. Don't use your situation to cheat me because I'm supposed to feel sorry for you. I'm gonna give you equal opportunity. I don't care, gay, straight, bi, whatever. You gonna get equal opportunity from me. But if you're gay, straight, bi, whatever, and you want to be a criminal and try to cheat me, I'm going to inform you also, because you want equal treatment. Do you? A thief is a thief, no matter what. And that's what I was getting at before. So I apologize if it came over any other way. That's what I was getting at. Don't be a thief. Don't try to get over. We got people up there in Chicago. They're closing down a certain Walmart. Well, guess what? Walmart tired of losing money. They tired of losing billions and billions of dollars from people stealing. Half of the people are stealing of your own people, because I'm telling you, I don't know if y'all know this, in certain WalMarts, especially in the high crime areas, that camera is there's a different camera. There's a different algorithm on the computer. I swear to y'all, I swiped. I had I had two I had two bags of something. I think it was two bags bread, two loaves of bread, and I had them both in my hand. I swiped one and put it in the bag, and I had the other one in my hand. I was about to swipe it, and the computer wouldn't let me swipe it. And the person came over, and the computer had locked on that I had two in my hand. I put one in the bag, and the lady reviewed the video, and she said, "Where's the other one?" I'm looking her dead in the face with it in my hand. So don't think they not watching. Don't think they done put more high tech stuff in certain areas. So I didn't cuss her out because she didn't do nothing to me. I said, "Oh, it's like that." And she said, "Yeah." I said, she said, "You can't go fast with it. You got to go slow because the camera's staring at you. The camera is staring at you." Okay, no problem, no problem. And when you know the parameters, be in the parameters. Quick story, and then we gonna shut it down. I lived I lived in Amityville, New York. Our home where we lived was called the new home. It wasn't new. There was nothing new about it. Our homes were like 20 years old. Nothing new about our home. But we had the Bronx police chief, I think Bronx or whatever. We had a federal agent that lived in the neighborhood. We had two other cops and a state trooper that lived in the neighborhood. We've had all these people that live. So you wasn't worried. No, you weren't worried about living in our neighborhood. But when you walked up the road to the corner store, it was called the block. It was called the block, and there was a Chinese food restaurant there. And I don't know how nowadays, but in those days, there was honor amongst thieves. They sold nothing but drugs on that block. So when you went to the store, you had to tell two or three people, no, no, thank you, no, I'm good, and they left you alone. When you went to have the Chinese food, Dave's China Garden, Dave, it was the word was you leave, you don't sell nothing in his restaurant, and you leave him alone. And that man made a killing off of the people on that side of Amityville and retired. They closed that one down, but the other one opened May Ling. Delicious food. My wife hates it. Delicious freaking food. Mei Ling retired. Now her nieces, two of her nieces took over. Customer service, they take your order, get your food, get you out. That's what I'm saying. Just because you think you can cook, there's more to it. There's more to the situation. There's more to life. There's more to doing what you need to do. So just because you think you can make a video, just because look, I do it because I'm having fun. Some of y'all doing this because you want to do something. Sit back, figure it out. Have fun with it. Half the people that have the million subscribers, they have fun with it. Listen to the people, what they give you suggestions, their comments. A lot of them, they ain't nice. I gotta block it. Gotta block it. But a lot of them are true. I do short videos for my shorts, and I gotta keep my thing on the mount. I'm not gonna tell you why, but I gotta keep it on the mount. And that was in the comments. And I'm gonna keep it on the mountain, and I'm gonna keep doing that. I learned from my mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. I feel for these guys down here in Atlanta because Keith Lee's on the prowl. He's just trying. He's doing what he do. And you guys going to be business owners. Do what you do. Like Urban, does the what you call it? It's part of us. I don't know if that's your side hustle or whatever. Renting out places and checking on rooms and stuff like that. Very dedicated. It's the customer service, but sometimes we gotta put people. You gotta put people in their place, but don't put everybody in their place. You know what I mean? Well, guys, I done flapped off the gums long enough. I hope it was entertainment because, again, it's for entertainment purposes only. I don't mean no harm or no malicious intent. You know, you say it ain't black and white because I'm actually both, you know. Um, yeah, but, just think about it. You're not going to have nothing if you don't have your customer service. You're not going to have subscribers if you don't treat them right. You're not going to have anything if you don't act like you got some sense. And as always, thank you, Mike. Mike comes in. Mike is dedicated. Mike and Charles dedicated. Charles sends me videos also that I'm going to help. Thank you, Urban. Urban been coming in and hanging in there. Guys, check Urban out tomorrow. Um, tomorrow Saturday. Talk show. Check her out. Check out Bama Nola. Bama Nola, you going on that cruise? You going on that booze cruise? Check Bama Nola's out. The season's dying down, but check out some of his videos. Help him on his watch time. Help Mike out on his watch time out. Don't run the playlist because you run the playlist, you piss off the algorithm. But watch one or two of the man's videos. Let's help each other out. Odom's in here. Help out Fifi's journey. Fifi, oh that Fifi's urban. You know what I mean. Uh, Also, if you want to get in shape, you know I'm coming. Get that beat on. Get that beat on. To the left. To the left. Help her out. Let's help each other out. Help. You know she's up next. Let's help each other out. Let's help each other out. I mean, I don't know how many times I need to say it, but let's help each other. Let's help each other to grow. Because you never know. You're like, I'll never get nowhere. I've had four subscribers, and I'm blessed to say that you know, I'm blessed that now I got YouTube friends and YouTube people that check me out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, Bam, no, I'd love to come down here one day and cut some lawns with you. That'd be awesome if I could get a better pickup truck. You know what I'm saying? A better pickup truck. There you go. Frugal Mama. Frugal Wellness and Frugal Mama. Wellness and Frugal Mama's next. When I go home, I'll make some commercials. I'm gonna do a Bamanola commercial and I'm gonna do a Wellness and Frugal Mama commercial. And I'm gonna do a standby for a commercial. I ain't picking on you. I'm just loving on you. Y'all are good people. You just too blessed to be stressed. And as always, if you don't think nobody cares about you, know that I love you, and you always know God love you. So y'all have a blessed day, and see y'all. I don't know. I can't remember what day it is. I'm tired. See y'all Monday, if it is Friday.